Good afternoon. The new school year is off to a strong start in our current distance learning environment. I was able to spend time each day this week virtually welcoming staff, students, and families at back-to-school events throughout San Bernardino County. With a constantly shifting landscape due to the COVID-19 pandemic, schools have had to be flexible and responsive. Our school communities turned the challenge of distance learning into innovative virtual classroom environments and learning opportunities for our students. The work that is taking place by teachers and administrators to support students has been inspiring. And earlier this week, the California Department of Public Health released waiver criteria for elementary schools to reopen with in-person instruction. Elementary schools in counties on the state monitoring list for increased numbers of coronavirus cases may submit a waiver application and show that their school reopening plans are consistent with guidance from state and local public health officials. Criteria include limiting in-person instruction to small cohorts of students in grades TK through 6, wearing of face coverings for staff and students grades 3 and above, health screenings for students and staff, and following all social distancing and disinfecting protocols. As part of the waiver process, districts must get approval from the local health department along with clearance from the California Department of Public Health before bringing students and staff back to the classroom. The California Department of Public Health also released additional guidance on the return of student athletes. No contact sports or contests are currently allowed for all youth sports programs, including school-based, club, and other recreational programs. Along with distancing and hygiene protocols, the guidance also includes limiting activities to physical conditioning in smaller cohorts to limit the spread of the coronavirus. The California Department of Education recently posted final templates for the Learning Continuity and Attendance Plan, along with instructions on completing it. Each local education agency governing board must adopt its Learning Continuity Plan in a public meeting by September 30th, 2020. Learning Continuity Plans will replace the annual LCAP this year and must demonstrate how student instruction will occur, how gaps in learning will be addressed, particularly for students with unique needs, and how parent and student engagement will take place. Our county schools office and the California Department of Education will be hosting webinars throughout the next several weeks to assist districts in the development of their plans. Apple and T-Mobile teamed up with the California Department of Education to close the digital divide for our most vulnerable students. These technology companies are committed to filling orders from districts with discounted iPads equipped with high-speed connectivity. These devices could reach up to 1 million students in need as many schools across California work to ensure that all students have the equipment and internet access to successfully participate in distance learning. Our county schools office is working to provide equitable learning opportunities for all students, and the use and access to key technology is paramount to their success. Also this week, our San Bernardino County Gangs and Drugs Task Force met and welcomed Assembly members James Ramos and Eloise Reyes Gomez to share opening comments to our participants, as well as join in the equity presentation by Dr. Sharina Betters, our Chief Equity Access. Our office will continue this discussion by hosting a new webinar in our equity series, Equity Minded, Challenges Facing Vulnerable Students, on August 27th. The webinar will be facilitated by Dr. Betters, and registration is free and open to the public. We welcome you to attend. As school begins, more and more county schools employees are returning to the workplace and school sites. We have distributed and implemented reopening plans and illness and injury prevention protocols in alignment with public health guidance to all staff. This past week has been a great example of how much we can accomplish when we work together. While many things in our learning and working environments have changed, the caring and supportive culture of our school communities remains constant. Finally, some of you know that I am on the Redlands Community Hospital Board of Directors. We had our monthly board meeting last night, and the CEO and staff updated the board on how the coronavirus pandemic continues to challenge our community and region, as well as the incredible efforts of the staff to support and serve their patients. We are so thankful to have dedicated doctors, nurses, and all other health professionals working in all of our hospitals continue to support the critical needs that we are facing during this pandemic. We want to thank them for their service and truly appreciate all they do. Thank you, and be well, and have a great weekend.